Hi guys, just like I promised, I'm going to do a translation of Bad Bunny's song Booker T. Washington. Now, people don't give Bad Bunny credit as much as he deserves, because yes, he's a trap singer, but this guy, uh, and he does use auto-tune sometimes, but when he does it, it's kind of perfect. The song comes out much better because of the auto-tune. And he's a composer. That's for real. That's true. He writes his own lyrics. When I did the translation of Afilando Cuchillos, which you can look on my list, Erica Shady's list, you'll see there. I said it that before that he, even though Residente, el máximo exponente, is the best when it comes to Spanish rap songs, rap singers. Bad Bunny, I mean, I think he beat him there. He won that one because he did an excellent job. But this song is also good, like all his other songs. I mean, I like most of the songs that Bad Bunny has come out with. I like him. I like his lyrics. I like his message. Now, when this one came out, Booker T. Washington, I was like, man, this guy's a genius. He got an African American icon, a former slave who became an educator, somebody who created an institute for African Americans to be educated in Tuskegee. Oh, it's a wrestler. It's a wrestler. When I saw the black guy, I was like, who's this guy? Then I had to Google him and was like, oh, this is Booker T. Washington. And the reason that I don't know him is because I'm 3 years younger than Booker T. Washington. So, of course, I didn't grow up with him. We grew up together. So I'm pretty sure that when Booker T. Washington was watching wrestling, he was looking at the same people I was looking. Maybe he didn't have the same idols as wrestlers as I have, because I have Chief J. Strongbow. I have Andrew the Giant. Most of them are dead now. And there was a guy named Jimmy or Mike. I can't remember his name, but it wasn't Sombrino Sortino. That guy wasn't that him. It was somebody else, but I can't remember his name. Anyhow, I digress. The point is that, of course, I was not going to know who Booker T. Washington is because I stopped following wrestling since 1979, 1980. I stopped. Once I grew up, I was like, okay, this is it, no more. I was then into Menudo, but you know, this guy Booker T. Washington apparently is somebody that Bob Bunny grew up with, and watching him, he admired him, and he dedicated this song or titled the song for him because he's talking about a king, and apparently the guy is a king when it comes to wrestling. So let me see if I can translate. I'll do the best I can, and if I cannot this time, I will put bubbles because I did the bubble things for NF because I missed some of the bars the NF threw, which by the way, I like the song. The more I listened to it, the more I liked it. The NF song is a song to like this one, like Booker T. Washington. It's a song that motivates you, like higher, motivates you. I mean, it helps you work out, go jogging, running. If you're feeling down and you want to just get up and move on, that song brings you up. And I do like it. I was a little bit shocked when I was listening to it. I was like, whoa. But now that I listened to it again, I could get the bars much better because the first time, you're trying to look at the image, trying to listen to the words. But as I was able to listen to the bars, the guy came through. NF. Now let's listen to Bad Money, Booker T. Washington. And this guy's built. Our wrestlers in the 70s were not built like this. Andrew the Giant was not that built. And even the ones that were, I mean, like The Rock. Okay, The Rock is one, but The Rock because he became an actor. But The Rock, man, yeah, I mean, like the uh, the more we're moving on, these wrestlers are becoming bigger, cutter. Back in our days, they were big, but they didn't have that muscle bulk.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. Y el que no baile que lo despelucan. Hijo de puta, no me cuquen.
So he's trying saying that I'm gonna make you dance the hairy one. I don't know what he means by the pelúa. I don't know if it's a bad word, but I know it's something that has to do with hair. And then he flips it and said, and whoever doesn't dance, let them become bald. Take off the wig. Que lo de peluquen, take off the wig. Let me go back.
Los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. Hijo de puta no me cuquen. Lean los números pa' que se eduquen.
Okay, so now he's saying, do not bug me, do not look for me, do not push me, do not etch me. Just look at the numbers so that you can educate yourself. Meaning that the numbers speaks by themselves. Daddy Yankee used to say that before. Los números hablan por sí solo. That means the numbers speak by themselves. So you can make that up. But my man Residente says, yes, you can mingle with those numbers if you pay for it. But I'm not saying that Bad Bunny pays for it, okay? Because Bad Bunny says it in this song that he doesn't pay for anything. He just throws the song and he gets the views and gets the like because he's good.
Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen.
I don't make songs. I make hymns. I make national anthems so that people can just rise up, can embolden themselves.
En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey,
In this genre, I'm like the chief. I'm like the boss.
se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol.
And then the rest of you guys extinguish like the dinosaurs before you turn me off. What?
Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol.
Before you extinguish my light, the sun will be extinguished. It's easier for the sun to be extinguished than it is for someone to extinguish me. But the rest got extinguished like the dinosaurs.
Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiró Bulbasaur.
So we went up and we broke the elevator. Now this part here, I do not get. What?
Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiró Bulbasaur.
El prepa que le tiro el vasor. I don't know what that means. That must be some slang. Some Puerto Rican slang that is just el prepa que le tira. I don't know. But it's something about somebody. Maybe the prepa is like preparing yourself, and tira is throwing again. Like in the other song that I did, the que lo que él dice that I translated, where I says that tirar is also like you're throwing yourself at someone. Tirar is also like where you're roasting someone, not tiradera. It's like roasting someone, or like a rap battle, like when Eminem goes after someone.
Maldito conejo, ahora lo miro de arriba y de lejos.
And then he's saying like people are saying, oh, this darn bunny, darn bunny, and now I look at them from far away. Up here, he's up here, and they're down here, and they're like roasting and envy, just saying, "Oh, you darn bunny." Of course, they're not saying it that nice. I'm being PG-13. Let that be clear.
Ey, no contesto DM, no. Hablen con mi manejo, pero.
See, I don't answer to the DMs. I don't answer to them. Don't send me any messages. I let my managers, I let the people that are in charge of my brand, my music, in charge of me, of the artist, to deal with that.
Él también va a pichar. Te juro que yo no me quise embichar.
So he's also going through pichar is when you're throwing like a ball. So pichar is like when you're throwing the hook for someone to get hooked on you so that they can go after you. So you say something at them in the rap game. You say something at them, you mention them, or you say something about them, and then they come back. But mainly it's when you don't mention their name. So you just kind of like, pitching. That's it. But embichar, I have no idea what that is. I know that bicho is a bad word for Puerto Ricans. In the Royal Spanish Academy, it means a little bug. For Dominicans and Salvadorians, bicho means kids. You're a little kid. And in Cuba, I think somebody told me it means ugly. But for Puerto Ricans, it means the male part. So maybe he's saying that he's not. So he's not grandiose, so he doesn't take it. Let me hear it one more time to see if I can explain it better. Hold on, please.
Pero él también va a pichar. Te juro que yo no me quise embichar. Ey, le metí hasta mi crush. Shh, ya me aburraste chichar.
So now he's saying nasty things. Okay, so I don't know what did he stick in, but he's saying that he doesn't even like that he's getting bored of making love, of having sex. But he doesn't say it that way, of course.
Y así soy Milly sin usar Richard. Yankee se retira y vamos a switchar. Voy a ser el jefe, me van a fichar.
So he's talking about he's wanting to retire. So he's going to switch. But wait, hold on.
Yankee se retira y vamos a switchar.
So before he retires, let's switch.
Voy a ser el jefe, me van a fichar.
So I'm going to be the boss, and fichar is when they mark you. So they're going to mark you. I don't know if they're going to mark him like they're going to come after him, or they're going to mark him like, oh, he's the greatest, he's the best. Maybe both. But that's what fichar is. Okay, so now this is the chorus. Him saying, I'm on my peak. I'm on my peak. And that's why he's going like this, like saying, I'm on top of everything. So I'm on my peak right now. And Booker T. Washington is just standing there flexing his muscles.
Soy un rey, campeón, Booker T.
So I'm a king, I'm a champion. Look for the what? The thing, the title? Look for the title.
Estoy en mi peak, estoy en mi peak. Mírame, lo que me convertí.
Okay, look at me, look what I turn out to be. Look at me, look what I turn out to be.
Le molesta mi.
Oh, look what I become. Look what I became. But it's actually saying convertir, like what I turn out to be.
Premio de compositor, pero es que ya nadie compone, ninguna esta gente escribe en sus canciones, o no se emocionen.
So he's telling the guy, Booker T. Washington, like he's whispering, hey, I won the award for best composer, but don't get all excited. It's not a big deal. It's that nobody's writing their own songs anymore. Those are bars. Es que ninguna de esta gente compone, pero no se emocionen. Don't get excited. Es que ninguna de esta gente compone. None of these people compose. None of these people write their songs.
El disco más vendido de este puto año.
So the most sold song in this year, and he says a cuss word, but he had the best song, the song that sold the most this year. That's a bar right there. Lo llevé a la escuela, todo el mundo tratando de hacer secuela. Escuela, secuela. And like I said, in Spanish it's easier to rhyme if you only rhyme vowels. And that's something that Residente comes out all the time. That's called the ¿cómo es? Asonante, yeah, which is only the vowels, the ending letter, and it's easier because in Spanish it's a phonetic language, unlike English. In English, it's very difficult to rhyme. That's why Eminem is on top too, because it is hard to rhyme. But in Spanish, it's easier. However, one of the things that distinguishes also Residente is not only that they rhyme, but they do syllables, multi-syllable rhyming. So that's called consonantes. That's hard. That's difficult. He just did that, with la escuela and secuela. So he took him to school, and secuela is like they're following him. Now they're doing the sequence to him, like they're following him. So in the line, nobody is going to get in front of me. Se me cuela. En la fila, that's the line. In line, when you're in school, you're in line. Nobody's going to get ahead of you. Nobody's going to get in front of him, because he's the man. He composes.
Becky Morena, Bad Bunny se llevó todos los premios y el cabrón ni fue.
Now he's mimicking all these rappers who sing these songs that are like for kids. You know, that's something that Eminem has talked about. That's something that Royce the Font talked about it too, and also Residente. He's always talking about these the little kids. You know, these little kids. They're not kids. They're men, but that they sing this popish hip hop popish rap that is just for little kids, and he's mimicking them with the chorus, but he's saying something nasty where he's saying, uh, but Bunny got all the awards. He took all the awards, and he didn't even go to the ceremony. He didn't even go to the awards ceremony, but he says a cuss word too, where he says the word cabron, which means it's like a son of a gun, but in a negative, in a very derogatory way. And there's also in Mexico, it also means a person who's badass, somebody who's cunning and smart, and that goes out a go getter. So, but right now, because he's singing it this way, and because it's people telling him, he's pretty sure saying like they're not saying it in a good way. They're just all upset that he didn't go to the award ceremonies, and yet he took all the awards. He won them all.
Ustedes pagando pa irse virales, yo pegando temas sin hacerle promo.
So this is the part we say you guys are paying to go viral, because they say that people paid YouTube so that their videos could go up, and I know that you can pay on Twitter so that your tweets can be followed, can be seen more. And I'm pretty sure they do the same thing in IG. They're saying that they do that on YouTube too, that you could pay and your video gets more exposed. But he's saying, but I don't do that. I come up with the song and I don't even promote them, and they go viral.
La gente se pregunta cómo desde chamaquito, sabes cómo somos, nunca pido tenki.
So he's like, you know how we are. So like he was born this way. He was born with that luck. Since he was a kid, and then he goes tranqui, which means take it easy. Take it easy. Now he's gonna drink a bottle of water.
Yo soy Coco, ustedes baking, busca el tit.
So I'm Coco. That's like a coconut, but meaning that he's cerebral, and you guys are like, and the other guys are like baking soda. They're dumb. They're not that intelligent. They're not that bright.
Tirándome un breaking, estoy en mi pick, cabrón.
And now I'm taking a break, but because I'm on my peak.
Voy a seguir en mi pick, cabrón. Ey. Soy un rey, campeón, busca el ti. Ey. Estoy en mi pick, ey. Y voy a seguir en mi pick, ey. Ey. Mírame, que tú qué, cabrón, tú eres feca.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Ey, ey, ey. Ni voy a frontear, dale repeat, cabrón, pa' que vea que estoy.
So he's saying here, you're fake. He's singing it to someone. I wonder if it's Anuel, because he had some bickering with Anuel. Because Anuel tweeted, are you a man or are you a woman? What are you? Because of a song that Bud Bunny did called Yo Perreo Sola. I twerk by myself. And he did that in memory of some transgender woman who got killed. So he dressed like her. That's what I heard. That's what the rumor said. So I don't know if it was a transgender woman or a or another woman, but that's what the rumors go, that he did that for that person, and he dressed like a woman. He dressed yeah. Well, in this case it's not a transgender, like a transvestite, and he looked good. And people were, mocking him and saying things, and he said that. They said that to him. They said it. Noel did tweet something like that, and he was going. I mean, he was trending on Twitter. They tried to get Carol G involved, and she was like, get me out of here. I have no problem with gay people. I have no problem with transgender." And I didn't even tweet that, but she didn't take either side. She stayed quiet. And I also read what Bad Bunny had tweeted, and he's like, I dress whoever I want. What is your problem? Leave me alone. And then he came up with a beautiful song called I Dress Like This, which I'm also going to play that song later on and translate it. Let me see if Bad Bunny doesn't block this one here. But I mean, this song is, like I said, is awesome. And to be honest, I mean, he doesn't cuss that much. He does throw his bad languages once in a while, but he rhymes, he composes, he has a message, and like he says, it's like he doesn't promote his song. He just throws it on YouTube, and it goes viral. So if you came down all the way to this end of the video, you watch it with me, you like my translation, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll come up with another translation because I want to do some more of Bad Bunny. And I'll do other ones too, a little bit more popish, more PG 13. Take care, guys. Bye.